to Driven with my very good friend, Missy Phipps. So you are the co-founder of Allie's Wish, which we're going to learn more about. You're also the executive director and the president of Allie's Wish. You are also a real estate agent, and your most important title is mom.
100%.
Missy, you have a lot going on. How do you start your day?
I start my day about 5 o'clock.
Okay,
And
that's crazy.
I get up and I watch the news. I say my prayers and just spend a little alone time with God before I get the kiddos up. And then once they're up, school and activities, and then off to work.
So I want to talk about Allie's Wish because you guys have a couple events coming up. What is Allie's Wish? How did that come to be? Because I know it's very personal to you.
So we started Allie's Wish about 10 years ago. It was from a friend that I knew from church named Allison Hendrickson, who was dealing with stage 4 cancer and had 3 young boys. So we felt like there was something we needed to do for her, me and a group of my friends. And one day God just laid the idea of Allie's Wish on my heart. So I called them and I said, hey, I've got this idea. Would you guys like to come over and talk about it? And they did. And that night, Allie's Wish was created, and Allison was our first wish.
And her wish was to publish a book that she had written for her children.
Her blog, yeah, she had been writing a blog for 8 years. So we took the blog and basically put it in a book form and gave it to all of her family. And then after that, we sent it to a publisher and had it edited. And now it's a book that we sell called 3 Little Cowboys. And so our mission, as it relates to Allison, was to create, or is to create, memories for terminally ill moms and their children that'll last them a lifetime.
And how many wishes have you granted since the start of Allie's Wish?
We are at about 400 wishes, and we are on track to grant the most wishes that we have so far this year, with about 70 plus wishes.
All right, so with this organization, you clearly need to raise funds every year so you can grant these wishes to the terminally ill moms. So what are the main ways that you do that so people can get involved if they're interested and help?
Well, there's a couple of ways you can donate. Obviously, you can just flat donate. We do have recurring donations, and you can go on allieswish.org to look at those options. We do have 2 big events a year. One is our gala. In 2025, it will be April 5th at the Stockyards in Fort Worth.
What else?
In October of this year, we have our Family 5K and 1 mile fun run. And we partner with Lakeside Village in Flower Mound to be able to do that event. This will be our 7th year with them. And they have been super great to support. And we're actually adding this year another element, which is our trunk or treat. So right after the race, we'll head over to the movie eatery parking lot for a trunk or treat, and then we'll have food and some other fun stuff going on as well. It'll be October 26th.
And there's something for everybody. Clearly,
Right.
the non-runners can walk, they can volunteer, and they can trunk or treat.
Right. And we also have, since it's close to Halloween, we do a costume contest, and we do a dog costume contest. So it is dog friendly if you want to bring your pups to do the 1 mile or the 5K.
So you've granted close to 400 wishes. Is there one that sticks out to you?
So I basically grant the urgent wishes. So those are going to be the moms that have 6 months or less to live, and they cannot travel. So I've been to several different places around the country to grant those on-site urgent wishes. So there's a couple that really stand out, but I think one that the most, just because it was kind of an adventure all the way around, was one I did in Albany, New York, where the family lived up in the mountains and they wanted a Easter celebration. So we went up there and found all the Easter goodies for them and all the gifts that the kiddos wanted, 3 little girls, and we went up in the mountains and granted the wish. The problem was a blizzard came that day, so it was a little tricky getting back up and down, but the family was so gracious and so amazing, and the mom was really, really sick, but they had her up and we were were able to talk to her, and when we left, her mom let us know that as she was talking to her about it after we left, a single tear came down her cheek, and she said, that was her sign, because the mom couldn't talk, was that she knew what had happened and what was going on. And don't cry, I'm gonna lose it. And then we found out the next morning the mom did pass away the very next day. So we got there just in time, and that's a really special wish for those girls, and it was just a really sweet time.
What do you see for the future of Allie's Wish?
Our biggest goal right now is to cut down our waiting list. We have 250 moms waiting right now plus, and that's really hard for us to have these moms waiting so long to have their wish fulfilled. But as far as Allie's Wish as a whole, I think it's just to get our name out there more so that we can have more corporate sponsors. We do grant trips across the country, so we would love to be able to spread out to different cities and have different branches of Allie's Wish, whether that's in California, in New York. Those are some of the places we get a lot of moms from. We are about to work down a little more in Houston, so because that's where Allison's family is from, and we would just love to include them in what we do. My team always laughs at me. They call me the dreamer, because I'll come into meetings, I'll be like, okay guys, I have an idea, and they all just know that they're either gonna hop on board or they're gonna be like, that's just not possible. But I just I feel like when God gives you a mission and God gives you things in life, you've got to be able to steward it well.
Missy, you mentioned your team. Can you elaborate a little bit more about what all goes into making Allie's Wish function?
So yes, we're still a pretty small organization. We do have a board of 7 people. And then we have a wish granting team that is run by one of our board members, Marta. And basically they're the ones in the trenches every day. They're talking to the moms, they're planning their wishes, they're planning their trips, they're following up with them, and so they're the ones that are kind of doing the big work behind the scenes. And then we have a travel agent named Keisha, and she basically books all of our travel and throws in extras, and she's just really the backbone of our wish granting right now, because she's the only one that we use to be able to get all the trips booked. So, and then we have some partners in the community as well that we're partnering with Frost Bank, so they're helping us do private mom events for our local moms. And then we've had 2 events already, and we're about to have another one coming up, a movie day where the moms bring their kids, and we're just gonna have a movie day with popcorn and candy, and we're just gonna make those memories with those guys.
So there's a lot of ways that people in the community, whether they're business owners or just individuals, can get involved and
Yes.
support it. So allieswish.org. So clearly we mentioned everything that you do, and you're a real estate agent as well, and you're a mom with 4 kids who have full schedules. How do you stay driven?
Honestly, I think it's just in me. I have energy, and I have ideas, and my team always laughs at me. They call me the dreamer, because I'll come into meetings, I'll be like, okay guys, I have an idea, and they all just know that they're either gonna hop on board or they're gonna be like, that's just not possible.
I just love you.
I love you.
I do. Missy, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you everyone for tuning in to an episode of Driven. I'm Angela Kreig, Missy Phipps with Allie's Wish. Stay driven, everybody.